Alright guys, welcome back to building the ultimate SeaWorld Orlando Park in SeaWorld Adventure Park Tycoon. So we are back, we got our paths where we need them to go. We currently have the Great White standing in for Mako, well not Mako, Manta, and we also have a nice little Key West area all nice and built out. So now what we need to be able to do is continue the building operation on. So let's keep on moving here. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and put ourselves a nice little bathroom right over here, because why not? Also too, just helps bring in more people to the park anyway, so that always helps. Let's see, let's also get ourselves a nice little sound system placed right there, and we'll also get ourselves another nice little palm tree sitting right there. So now we got our little path area and whatnot, so now we got to figure out how we're going to put down Journey to Atlantis and Kraken. So let's take a look at that right now. Looks like we got all the fans leaving the Dolphin Show right now. That's pretty cool. So here we go with Journey to Atlantis. Now we can't rotate it, so it has to sit like that, unfortunately. That's how it has to go. So what we're going to need to do is we got our path, we got the stupid plastic palm tree again. That's always very annoying. Also, we haven't checked what our research is doing, and we're working on improved food recipes. Nice. Alright, so that is working quite well. We also got some new vet training just in as well. That's definitely helpful. Alright, so let's see. Now we got our path right there. So we gotta fit Journey to Atlantis into here somehow. So right about there is where it has to go. And then, of course, we're gonna have Kraken, which has to face basically the same way. So right about there. So somehow we gotta get that to fit also. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. And then what we got is what else do we have? We got, where are you? We got the penguin encounter. This has to go somewhere right about here then. So, alright, let's get building here. So, we already know Journey to Atlantis is going to take a ton of space, so we're just going to go ahead, place it right about there. So there we go. We have it right there where we need it. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, let's see, put some palm trees in between that along the path here. And basically you do come up walking right on beside it, so we can actually move this path over here, and we can let that path just move over just a tad, and the people can walk right on beside Journey to Atlantis right there. So there we go. It's kind of confusing and smashed together, but it is going to work at some point. Then we need to get Kraken in here. So, we got Kraken. So if we face this the same way, that's going to block off our path. So if we take it down one, like that, then it's going to kind of fit. I don't have enough path space to make a workaround to get to it. So let's see, if we move it like that, then we can use our path there. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our nice little pathway. And then we'll get our other nice little pathway over here. Like that. There we go. So now it's attached to everything at the moment. We'll get our Kraken down here. So we also need a pathway to get around to the Kraken from the other side as well. So let's see, if we move this, we leave it right there. That should give us plenty of space, so we'll leave it right there for the second. And now what we're going to have is we're going to have the pathway coming around like this. So a nice little thin pathway coming around. There we go. We'll go ahead and take our little path for the entrance. Around and around and around we go. And it's right there. So there we go. So now we have both of our roller coasters here in place. Get our max capacity ready to go on our roller coasters as well here. There we go. Very nice. And then we got to make sure that our path is attached here, which I can't quite see if it is. So that could be a problem if it's not. But we also need to bring that path farther around anyway. So go ahead and get this path a little bit widened, and we'll bring it on around to the other side over to here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get this path brought up all the way up along here. Well, technically we're going to have to rethink that somehow as well. Let's see, what do we have? So we need to be able to put down our penguin encounter right about here. So we put that right back there. That should work out pretty good. So here we go. So we will move our paths around here just a little bit. Bring this on down here. Right about there. Be a little bit confusing on the paths, but that's okay. Go ahead and get our penguin encounter installed right. Yep, I want that a little bit farther back, actually. I just remembered the scenery that I wanted to put in around this to make it look nice, so there we go. Penguin encounter is now installed in the park. And now we're going to do a little bit of scenery around here. Do some nice cold weather looking trees of a sort. There we go. Get our little pine tree in. And there we go, we got that nice and installed right there. So Penguin Encounter now available for everybody to check out. We also need to put our little food area here as well. So we have the Waterfront Cafe, which we'll need to put somewhere around here. So what we're going to do then is we'll go ahead and move this path this way. There we go. So all this has to attach to the waterfront area anyways. And what we'll do is that we'll leave this path right there for a second, because this is going to be a major dining area and shopping, so we got to get some shops, restaurants and whatnot in here. I think we're going to end up having to move the Sky Tower, or leave the Sky Tower where it is at the moment. I think that's going to be our best option. Also, we tore up some grass there, so now we got to fix that. There we go. And we're going to have to put down a lot of grass here eventually, so we got to make sure we get that done in the future. So now what we have is we have this little area right here that doesn't have anything going on, and luckily I have a plan for that along with this space right here. So we're going to work on that here eventually. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to move this path over one stud here, so that way we're nice and even and connected there in the walkway, and we don't have to worry about that. There we go. Then what we'll do here is what we got. There we go. We just put down some nice little banners and whatnot. Gonna move that one back there just a tad. There we go. Alright, now what we need to do is I'm going to bring this path. This path's going to be right there. So there we go, we got that. We're going to attach this right here. There we go. And then what this path's going to end up doing is going right along here all the way. So let's see. That's our farthest point that we can get closest to the water, so we'll leave that as our little pathway right there. And this is going to go single file all the way through there because it's a pretty thin portion of the area anyways. in real life. It's a very thin path for the most part. We have a little bit of attachment up towards the front of the park, so all that works out good. Now let's put in our restaurant. So we're going to have our first restaurant right off the bat right here. I think. Yeah, we're going to have that about right here, so we need to actually get a path a tad bit closer somehow, or we can just move this forward. There we go. There's our restaurant. Now we're going to get some shopping done as well as some other things. So let's see here. We got all that attached, okay? So we're going to put down some shops and stuff through here. That's what we're going to do. We put this towards the back there. That should work. So we'll get our shops in. That's way too far back. That's the problem with this, is that you got a lot of little miscalculations that you have to go through and fix when you're doing this. So there's number one shop. Go ahead and put another shop right in there. It's been information center, but people still go and use it as a shop, so it works out really, really good. Then we'll do some shops facing the opposite direction, because you got a lot of shopping in this area. Go ahead and put the Guy Harvey store basically right about, let's see, where we're going to put you. We're going to put you right there. So basically Guy Harvey shop right there. And then we'll put another Shamu shop. Well, we'll actually, no, that one's a little bit too big. So we'll move that. Let's see, is this one going to fit here? Yes. Put another dolphin shop right there. And then, of course, have our bathrooms available there as well. So, big shopping area. Of course, we'll also have a little back path right along here to attach to our Kraken. There we go. That works out good. And then what we're going to do is, with all that, we're going to put down our next piece of entertainment. And that, of course, is Pets Ahoy. Because Pets Ahoy, pretty big thing, actually. Alright, so let's see. Get this. Pets Ahoy, unfortunately, doesn't exist anymore at the actual SeaWorld, so you don't actually get to see that show anymore, but it was fun to watch when it still did exist. Then we're going to put a nice little pathway back towards that. And then, of course, we'll have another restaurant. So actually, we're out of money, so we'll skip that for right now, but you get the basic point of what we were trying to do there. So now we're out of money for the moment. So everybody working on coming through here and checking out stuff. We'll get our prices rearranged here. Make sure that we're not too overly priced on items, so that people actually are encouraged to shop. Alright, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll go ahead and save the game here really quick to make sure that we are all good on that. But yeah, we continue to build the ultimate SeaWorld Orlando Park out here in SeaWorld Tycoon. And hopefully you guys enjoy this throwback video to a 20-year-old video game. 20 years old. That's how old this game is. Absolutely insane. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys here next time. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out a whole lot. Bye-bye.